I would like to speak a little bit about the product page, because that's what I sent you about the Loom, right? And see how we can improve that even
Cool.
further. If we start at the images, is there anything you feel here is obviously missing? I mean,
In the images in the carousel, is it?
yeah.
There's too much text, so I would remove the subtext under each of these.
Okay.
Just simplify it. So I know I talked about carousel images before. I know that people don't read a lot of text on the carousels. I've watched hundreds of different screen recordings. I've looked at heat maps. That's where my
Yeah.
science is coming from. So even when I'm doing like picking out reviews for quotes, I cut them down. I make it so that people can consume any carousel image in less than 5 seconds. That's kind of my rule. So when I'm doing if I'm doing 4 different benefits, instead of stacking them like this, I would have the product in the center and I would have the 4 benefits around it. So, and then just have a couple of lines of text for each of them. So key benefits, this one could be this one. So why should you try Coffee Door? 4 benefits. So freshly roasted batches, and then I try and make it more visual. So you could have for each of these images, you could put a nice background behind it. So for the roast, you're talking about the roast, have a close-up of the beans. You know what I mean? Like make it sell the taste visually. You can't just tell people 100% taste guarantee. You've got to stimulate all of their 5 senses. You're selling a coffee. People want the taste of the coffee. They want to feel the coffee. They want to see the coffee. You got to capture the smell, the taste, the sound, everything in your images, in your text. And if you can do that, you're going to sell more. The text here is a little bit too small. And what I would do is I'd make the generic brand look ugly, man. Make it look more ugly. So we have 100% taste guarantee. And then over here, we got 60-day taste guarantee. Keep it consistent. I know they both mean the same thing, but just 60-day taste guarantee, I think, is better. Worse for multiple machines. I think you know what I'm going to say here. The text. I mean, I can't read it. Can't read any of it. And so just make that more obvious. You could also do the different brand logos.
Bigger then, because I'm afraid that it's getting a bit clustered if you're doing it all. I mean,
it shouldn't be clustered. There's only a tiny bit of text. So Nespresso original, you can just put that on 2 lines. This is on 2 lines. This is on. If you make all of them on 2 lines, keep the image the same size, it will work. And then this shouldn't be on 2 lines. Your title over here.
No.
So compatible with. Just put that compatible with. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. And then maybe at the bottom have the brand logos down here as well. This, they can't read that, and you're using a different font. You're using different colors over here and a different headline font. So you know what, dude? You know what I'm thinking that you can do? Oh, this is a good opportunity for your coffee. Where am I gonna find an asset for this to explain it? Actually, I know where I can find it. So this is your image, and then you do something like this. There we go. Your coffee upgraded. You have a sliced cut of the capsule, and you're actually gonna flip it this way, and then you have the lines that come out like that, and you show the blend, everything that is included. It doesn't need to be the exact blend, but you can talk about you can list the different ingredients that are in it, and talk about the antioxidants. Talk about the gut healthy ingredients in here. Talk about what actually gives them the steady energy. So it's way more stronger. Because you see the headline, the subheadline, and you're visually selling it. And this actually is your, we talked about ages ago, your unique selling mechanism. This is I think we finally found your asset. That's your unique selling mechanism. And it's this, because the thing is, why this is so powerful? They can't get this blend anywhere else. So if you really sell this well, they can't go to any competitor because you have the patent for this blend, technically. Like Mood, they have this unique blend in their gummy. No one else can buy it. So that's why we sell it so aggressively. We're like, well, okay, if you want to go and find a cheaper on Amazon, by all means, but you can't get the same quality. So
that's very good, actually. Thank you.
And then make all your quotes bigger. So make them bigger. Try and find a UGC to pair with this. So instead of having a photo of this, use that asset in your background somewhere else. That can just be a lifestyle photo. But try and get a customer photo in here instead. So I'm sure you have tons of them. Yeah, you do. Got tons of them. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Look at all these. So this one I think looks like a more genuine one.
Like, how would you structure that?
Okay, let's just see if we can do it now. Let's see. You need to make it look like this. You need to take a snippet out of that quote. So we need to take a snippet out of this.
You mean to make it shorter?
Yeah, exactly. So 4 lines. So if we're to the great taste, genuinely capable espresso. I wouldn't talk about your subscription. There we go. Make that bigger. Customer name in there.
Oh, so you would
And
do
then
this
here
rather
you can
than
just
doing the image of her as the base?
yeah, because it's fine. The most important part is the quote and just
Yeah,
showing that it's an authentic customer. And look, they
yeah,
can
yeah,
still see it. It's still pretty
yeah.
big. And then recommended by how
Coffee
many
expert,
customers
yeah.
do you have?
In total, like almost 40,000 in over cross markets.
Yes. So you got 40,000, or I liked your other idea. You could literally just take the headline and say coffee experts.
Yeah.
Or try and go onto Reddit and try and find the word for coffee experts. They don't call themselves coffee experts, like what, coffee addicts or something. They could
Yeah,
every
coffee
group calls
snobs or
themselves
like,
some
yeah, some people call themselves
yeah,
snobs or picky drinkers or
yeah. Find out what that term is that the majority of people call them, because I know there's a term, I forget what it is, but they call them, I don't think it's addicts or snobs. There's something.
oh,
Try and find that word and put it in there. But
yeah,
yeah, man, that's gonna make that better. For this one though, every asset should have a purpose. So this, I would say, this asset you could talk about how quick it is to use. Like what is this communicating? It's just kind of communicating random things. Coffee ready in seconds, bestseller, 100% recycled aluminum. It's kind of a bit random. So maybe scrap the text and just keep it as a lifestyle shot, or your headline is coffee ready in seconds. Maybe
yeah,
that's the headline up here. And that's all you need that's all you need to communicate. The more information you add to an image that's disconnected from each other, the more diluted your asset is going to be. So if we can
yeah.
strip away the clutter and just keep your headline saying one thing, then more people are going to see that one thing. And this, I think, is your main benefit over here for this image. Coffee ready in seconds. That's what I'd be communicating in your big headline up here at the top. This one,
Yeah. I
okay,
think this one
lifestyle.
I just filled in something towards the end here. Maybe we even used too many images. So, like I just choose to
Yeah,
fit in there.
I think you use too many images. I think you'd be better off stripping them down and just
Yeah.
dialing in the
There
first
was one that I
five to
really
seven
liked from
images. Yeah.
Grums, or they call like the vitamin. Yeah, they had one that was like
Yeah.
what you can expect from starting to take those like that, like on day 2, day 14, day 30, stuff like that. I was thinking to do something maybe similar about our coffee, like that you get like you notice right away like better energy, like then after like a week you notice like a more calm tummy, like whatever it might be. Like, do you think that that has a place for coffee, or do you feel that it's pushing it?
No, I don't. I think man, your coffee, like you have a great product. You have a
Yeah,
really good, I've said it to you before. You're in
yeah,
that beautiful spot where you have a great product and you don't need to oversell it. You're overselling it. I still think on your page you're overselling it because I know you've taken some of my templates and everything, and that's fine. But you know what you're doing? You're selling it on text, but what you need to be doing more is you have amazing assets. So you need to be including more assets in here, visual assets,
yeah,
selling your
yeah.
coffee, more about more on the beans, close-ups of beans. Like I should look through all of your page and I think you could sell your page better on half the sections that you're using.
Yeah.
So like 6 real life coffee boosts. This is good, this section over here, but this section over here, um, I would you need a section on the ingredients. So remember we talked about that unique selling mechanism section,
Yeah.
this one for mood. You need a section on it, and it needs to be really vivid. So instead of the what to expect and go week by week, you have a section showing the coffee beans, showing them this is your unique blend, and this ties better into this section. So you're kind of combining these two sections in one in that section. To get what I mean? Does that kind of make sense?
That we need a new section essentially talking like rather than the one you're looking at there, we're talking about the actual difference in the blends with the coffee and the beans, like
Yeah,
more in
so
depth.
instead of this and instead of this, we're using this section and we're saying this is how our coffee pods are made and this is what's inside them. We have this and 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 we have this. And then because we have this, you get this benefit and you get this benefit. Because we have this, you get this benefit and it makes a great taste. And because have this, it gives you an all-day lasting energy boost instead of a crash. Do you see what I mean? And so you're stacking up the benefits here and here and here. And so you don't need this
But
anymore.
are we
You
talking about
don't
the
need
segment
this.
now or the image in the carousel?
Both. So
Yeah.
this is this is going to be your section. So this is the section down here. So you're taking this asset once you've built this carousel image of your unique selling mechanism, the blend,
Yeah.
turn it into a section and combine both of these two things together. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
And how would you weigh using benefits in that, like that? If you speak about the image first, because it's easier, like benefits versus actual features, because this one is talking about ingredients, right? Which is like more similar to a feature than a benefit and how they're portraying it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not saying what magnesium is good for, they're saying magnesium. You know what I mean? Like how would you kind of weigh those things together?
Yeah, see, I guess that's where some of these examples can be misleading because like we look at this one asset and you can say, okay, it's not really selling it. Then there's other assets in the mood carousel that are selling it. So not this element isn't in a vacuum. Do you know what I mean? But in your
Yeah.
case, you can just put in a subheading under each of these, the benefit of it, you know,
Yeah.
in a small little text, or
Yeah.
your subheadline can do it. Like sometimes a subheadline sells like a natural blend of sleep enhancing. This is it. Sleep enhancing botanicals, you know, because we have all the other assets in moods carousel, we don't need to keep on hitting them. Oh, this is why this thing gives you good sleep, this is why this thing
No,
gives
no,
sleep, you know. Do you see what I mean?
no.
So you
Yeah.
need to find that balance. Maybe you can do it in one sentence like this. You see the way we're reinforcing it in the
Yeah.
headline as well. Sleepy time, sleep enhancing botanicals, you know, natural sleep, same thing. Maybe you can do that in like how we've done, or maybe you need the different sub benefits down here below. But my point is, once you've done that asset, turn it into a section, combine these two things together. You're talking about your blend the entire time. You're selling them on all your ingredients, how you've made it. And then the section underneath should be made in Italy, how you've actually made it, the manufacturing process. Made in Italy, how it's made. And here you should show photos of it being made.
Yeah, but we were there and we
So,
captured 900 gigabytes of footage from the roastery in video.
oh, dude.
And yeah.
Well, then you're gonna crush it. You're gonna crush it.
In those
which is
two
great.
segments that you mentioned that you liked one of them. Like, what would you keep from that, and what would you use scrap?
But from these two sections,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I like them. I like either of them, to be honest with you. They're just checking the book of having a section in here. They're better than having nothing in here. But now that we've identified your unique selling mechanism, this just replaces both of them. Do you see what I mean? Because this point over here, hand roast in Italy, that's its own selling point.
Yeah.
This is such a strong, powerful thing that needs its own selling section down here.
Yeah.
Because you see how it's more natural to flow. We're talking about your product and what's inside of it, and then the next section underneath it is then how it's made, how we've actually put this thing together, and why are we having that section? We're showing all the care that's gone into it, the quality, the fact that it's coming from, you know, they're showing the process more transparency, you know. So if you can do this well, it's going to be so much more powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're having one first section essentially talking about the blends and then how it's made.
Yes, that's it. And honestly, I think that's it. If you do those two things really well, that could be your entire product page. So you have the blend, you have how it's made, and then the next one after here is reviews or unique selling point or user generated content. I mean,
yeah, would you add
that's
some
it.
like you can see videos and stuff on the product page, because we don't have any video at all right now on the page?
I don't know about videos. You don't need videos for your coffee. Maybe you could find a clip of you could, if you have it, you could find a clip of a brew, like a video clip with sound of someone. Here's what I do: someone unboxing and making the coffee and enjoying it.
Yeah, because our
That's what
coffee,
you
when
can
you
do.
brew it, like you're getting an incredible crema acid brew, so it looks pretty visually appealing when you brew our coffee compared to most brands.
So if you have an asset like that, put that in there. So literally, and you don't need to put any headline with it, man. No headline, no nothing. Just a massive square box with a video taking up the entire height and width. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
just a play button in the middle.
Because right now, as we're going to launch this new UK page, we're going to actually take a deep dive into and actually make better product pages. Could you please maybe, if you're allowed, send me the print screen of this we just talked about now, or like some
Yeah. I'll send this Figma after the call is ended. Yeah, with everyone. I think we're gonna wrap a little bit soon. But does that kind of
Yeah,
make sense on
yeah, it makes sense.
like does it
So
make sense on why I'm saying these things rather than not just taking a box? Like, do you kind of understand my thought process behind it? You know?
yeah, yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
Mm,
we never ran traffic to product page before because they always sucked at conversion.
mm,
Now we run pre-lander to PDP, and like this is the so far it's a stable funnel. But I'm very, very open and humble in the fact that our product page is not still amazing. It's like it's doing the job now compared with together with the pre-lander, but there's so much more to do, and we haven't really, like for example, I have not been involved at all in kind of making this product page. Besides now the carousel images, I'm trying to irrigate and fix things one by one. So no, for sure, I think there's a lot of things we could do better, and use some of these
yeah.
things. I think we can maybe get some quick wins.
Look at this image, right? See how this
Yeah,
image sells anything better than a framework? Smooth, strong, and delicious. They're using, they're stimulating all of the five senses. This
yeah,
headline over here wouldn't be anywhere near as powerful if they didn't have this image. This image
no,
and the headline together really sell it together. Because look at it. Look at this. Creamy, delicious.
yeah,
And then look at the background. You got everything's strategic, And they've got this in here as well. And look, they're kind of doing the same thing to you, like your one, but they see how it's all tied into this image
yeah,
is still selling them on the convenience, their main selling point, their unique mechanism. It's not random. They're saying ready to drink, easy to
yeah,
drink, instant. It's all selling them on that same thing. So that's honestly what I'm saying to you is like you don't need to oversell your product. You need to just keep hitting people back on this point over and over again. Why are
yeah,
your coffee pots better than other ones? You keep on hitting them on that again and again and again. So you're hitting them
yeah.
here, you're hitting them here, you're hitting them in the video, you're hitting them in the order form carousel. So this is definitely going to be a better product page for you. Will definitely convert a lot better than your current one.
Okay. Well, thank you, buddy. I will sketch and try to get these things implemented as soon as possible.